old-fashioned fish fry. It's a 5-ingredient main dish. It's a bottle of beer, 12-ounce bottle of beer. I use Dos Equis for my fish fry at home. A cup of AP flour, all-purpose flour. A fat palmful, or about 2 tablespoons of Old Bay seasoning, nice rounded palmful. The fish itself, and then serve it with lemon wedges. When you're making fish fry, guys, take a wire rack like you would cool a cake or cookies on, put it inside a rimmed baking sheet, and get your oven hot to about 275. You use the wire rack so that the heat can circulate all the way around the fish while it's staying warm in the oven. The bottom won't get soggy and the breading won't fall off because of the rack. If you put it directly on the sheet, it'll get a little sweaty on the bottom and you'll lose half of that breading. So we're gonna fill up this tray and just keep adding to it. We're frying this at 365. Nice giant chunks of white sustainable fish with the spicy Old Bay beer batter. We've got one last big beautiful chunk here I'm gonna drop in. Let the excess drop off, throw that down in, and let's pop this guy into the oven. Keep him nice and hot. See you in a little while, fellas. All right, now, for the tartar sauce, hang on, let me just grab a mopine. Every season they move the drawer that we keep the mopines in. Isn't it fun to watch me do this? Can I have one? Be right with you. Thank you. Okay, back to the tartar sauce. So I use very little mayo. It's just not a condiment I grew up with. So I always make a little fresh aioli. Super simple. The juice of half a lemon, around teaspoon of Dijon mustard, stream in an innocuous oil without a big flavor like grapeseed oil while you're whisking, and you make a little easy aioli or mayo base. You can also just start with jarred mayonnaise of choice. Throw that down in the bowl. To that, I keep it really simple. Fat pinch of salt, some relish. I like Wickles relish, delicious. And lots of fresh dill. Simple and simply delicious. Tartar sauce done. For the oil and vinegar slaw, I take, for every pound of cabbage, 3 fat splashes of malt vinegar, delicious on the fish too, by the by. Half a palmful of celery seed. A tablespoon or 2, depending on how sweet you like your slaw, of super fine, quick dissolved sugar, which my husband uses in cocktails all the time. Bonus, salt and pepper. And then whisk in vegetable oil, a few tablespoons. And then I like crunchy sweet carrots, shredded red onion, and a pound of white cabbage for the malt vinegar slaw. Throw all these guys in here and let it slump up in the fridge. Delicious. And this is great for picnics and tailgating because it's mayo-free, just oil and vinegar. Then I just pile the fish fry up and let everybody come and get it. Remember, when you keep it warm in the oven, use that rack so that you don't lose all of that great breading when you pick the pieces up and transfer them to your serving board. Or you can even just put a big piece of butcher paper in the middle of the table and put the fish fry right down on it. Delicious.